Namaste everybody. Welcome to Udaya's classroom. Today, let's see the types of intermediaries following to the topic Rise of Intermediaries and Ancient Period Transport for Trade. Well, let's see the types of intermediaries. To meet the varying demands of commerce, two types of intermediaries developed. Number 1, financial intermediaries, and number 2, trading communities or trading intermediaries. Let's have a look at the first type, financial intermediaries. Who is the financial intermediaries? Financial intermediaries who act as a middleman between the surplus unit and deficit unit. What do you mean by surplus unit? An individual person having surplus funds and who is looking for investment opportunities called as surplus units. And who is called as deficit unit? Companies or traders who is in the need of finance. So, the intermediaries will act as link between the surplus unit and the deficit unit. And how this intermediary will connect the surplus unit and the deficit unit? That is, the middleman intermediary will accept the deposit from the surplus unit, and then in return the middleman will give interest to the surplus unit. And what the middleman will do? The middleman, that is intermediary, will give finance as loan to the company who is in the need of finance, and it will collect interest amount from the deficit unit would be huge than the interest amount what the intermediaries are paying for the surplus unit. This is how intermediaries will act between surplus unit and deficit unit. Who are all coming under financial intermediaries? The financial intermediaries included non-banking financial companies, investment brokers, or any bankers. So these are all the intermediaries coming under financial intermediaries. Today I have added the vocabulary corner in the middle of the video. Number 1, surplus, excess or more than what is needed. Number 2, deficit, amount falls short of what is required. Well, let's move on to the next type of intermediary. That is trading communities or trading intermediaries. These trading intermediaries consist of wholesalers, retailers, commission agents, etc. They act as a middleman between producer and consumer. They ensure that goods reach from the production place to the consumption place. Alright, let's move on to the next topic, transport in ancient times. Transport by land and water was popular in the ancient times. Trade was maintained by both land and sea. Roads as a means of communication had assumed key importance in the entire process of growth, particularly of the inland trade, that is within the country, and foreign trade. The northern roadway route is believed to have stretched originally from Bengal to Taxila. In this map, you can observe the Taxila place at the top of India map. There were also trade routes in the south spreading east and west. Trade routes were structurally wide and suitable for speed and safety. Maritime trade was another important branch of global trade network. Malabar coast, on which Muziris is situated, has a long history of international maritime trade going back to the era of the Roman Empire. Pepper was particularly valued in the Roman Empire and was known as black gold. For centuries, it remained the reason for rivalry and conflict between various empires and trade powers to dominate the route for this trade. It was in the search for an alternate route to India for spices that led to the discovery of America by Columbus in the closing years of 15th century and also brought Vasco da Gama to the shores of Malabar in 1498. Calicut was such a bustling emporium that it was even visited by Chinese ships to acquire items like frankincense essential oil and fragrant resin used in perfumes, medicines from the Middle East, as well as pepper, diamonds, pearls, and cotton from India. On the Coromandel coast, Pulicat was a major port in the 17th century. Textiles were the principal export from Pulicat to Southeast Asia. India was very well known for its knowledge on navigation and shipbuilding. Indian sailors could travel to various European countries and sell their products. This is how trade transport took place in ancient India. Having understood about the types of intermediaries and transport of ancient India, we will end up the class today. I'll meet you in the next class. Until then, it's bye from Udaya. If you like this video, do subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you for watching.